Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality. I am your host Reese, and today I kind of wanted to follow up another discussion where somebody is saying, I've been manifesting my specific person for however long, and the conversation kind of continued a little further upon that. You see, reality is always changing, right? Reality is always changing. I'm just going to give it to you from my perspective. Reality is always changing. That means everything that I am seeing is always going to be changing from what I perceive it to have been in that moment. You see, from a 3D linear standpoint, you can't see what the next moment is going to be. You can only assume that it is all leading to your desire, to what you want to be seeing, to what you choose to be seeing. So that's why I think A Course in Miracles, I think it was, that says if you choose to see only love, you'll only see love. So no matter what it is you are seeing a version, a variation of love, because it is love. So, what's the context of this? Well, someone is saying that they want to manifest their specific person, right? But as it goes on, it starts to become more toward, hey, I have been manifesting this person for 6 months. I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and nothing. No movement. They're with someone else, and slowly but surely, uh, as the conversation goes on, the person is getting more agitated and more angry, and it's like, as it's coming out, saying, "Why do I deserve this loneliness? He is the one that should be feeling the loneliness and the hurt and this and that. He shouldn't be happy." See, now there's a lot of assumptions here, right? There's a lot of assumptions here that are coming out. One, I assume because I'm unhappy, he is happy. Assumption number one. I assume that because I did all this stuff, I should get that. Assumption number two. I assume that because I feel this way, and because he made me feel this way, he should feel terrible. Assumption number three. Goes on, right? So now, if you if you want to say, and don't get me wrong, when you say you love somebody, I know that's true. I think some people, part of the unfolding, don't necessarily understand what that means. You kind of get muddled up with your own feelings, or how you feel for yourself, how you feel, and how you feel for that other person. You see, you kind of get into this. They deserve everything I have felt for them, pain and happiness all together. But you have to understand something, that there is no them. There's no one singular version of them. It's a game. It's just a game, and no matter how you want to talk about it, no matter how many times you want to say it, no matter how many times you have had this person in your arms, and no matter how far away they have gone, it's all happening within you. That's it. It's all in your mind, in your heart, in your awareness, whatever you want to refer to this knowing of experience that you are. It's all happening there. Yes, there are 3D appearances of this and that. That they don't mean anything. They may as well just be happening in your imagination. You feel them just the same. But it's all happening within your imagination because everything is imagined. So when you say, this person deserves all the pain that I felt, and in the next breath or the previous breath you say, I love them. Where are you going with this? What is it you want? You want peace from this person? You want validation? You want to know that I can manifest something? Now you're feeling worse because you can't manifest something, but you've been told that everything came from you. So over the past 20 years, that all of these things that you experienced, these negative things that you've experienced, according to you, have been your fault. It's not your fault. You're the source of it. There's no fault to it. You aren't this physical. You aren't even the physical person that experienced those things. You're just the awareness that is aware of your physical self existing in those frames of reality. So when you say you love somebody, but you are saying that no, they deserve X and Y, You are seeing them in X and Y, but they deserve pain. You're perceiving them in pleasure while yourself being in pain, and you're making it worse by thinking that you can't even manifest them back into your life. If you treat things as separate from you, you can only experience things separate from you. Nothing separate from you. Not this physical you. The physical you is experiencing perfect separation. The physical you is experiencing perfect separation. It is completely separate from every other moment you have ever experienced, but not separate at all, because you are all from source and you are source. Your awareness is source. Your physical self is manifested from that awareness. So when you love somebody, you must understand what love means. You must understand what love is. You must understand where this love is coming from. It is coming from you as source manifesting a thing. So manifesting an image, idea, a knowing. And when this knowing is not coming from love, it's coming from a lack of love, you start saying, oh no, I want this person to be hurt because I felt hurt. I don't want them to be happy, I want to be happy. I don't want to be sad. If I'm sad and he's happy, that's not fair. That's not loving somebody. That's not even loving yourself. Accepting that disappearance in reality exists. Yes. The acceptance that the people that you deeply love exist in realities where you don't know them whatsoever. I don't care who it is in your life. You have to just accept all things exist. They all forms of reality just exist. They have to, because it just does. The more you resist reality just existing, the more you feel pain of it, because it's you. You're resisting yourself. It's like trying to push your own face toward something else while going this way. You can't. It's hurt one way or another. You're going to break and go one direction or the other. Usually one you don't want to go into. You can't break something, and I know it looks solid. It looks so solid. It looks so real. You believe, especially the people that you love, and you truly love them. You really do. You wouldn't have manifested this version of yourself with the people that you love and have interacted with and wish to interact with again and again and again if you did not truly love them. It is true love. You don't have to speak over and above how you feel about it. You don't have to wish ill on them. And everyone's been there. Everyone's had that experience to some extent, where you said that about something else, or yourself even. You feel it. You really do feel it. There was a really cool moment in the show called The Chosen. There's quite a few, and a lot of people cover like quite a few of them, but there's like a really cool one where he feeds, I'm assuming it's the feeding of the 5,000, but I don't think they said a specific number in the show. And immediately after that is a scene where Jesus walks on water toward the boat in the lake, right? And Simon is going through this thing with his wife and the losing of their baby and all of this stuff, right? And his faith in Jesus being God never wavered. Everyone else is rather comically knows he's God, but tried to protect him from the most mundane, paltry things, right? Like, he is God, but they protect him from these like little silly things, right? Simon just says something very profound, in that if he wants them fed, they'll be fed. That's it. But his anger was, why am I not fed? Why is his focus directed on everything else in our reality? And we really feel like that. We really feel that, no, I know though. I really do know I'm God. I know I'm source. I know I am. I know I am. Imagine I have the absolute faith. I have the absolute faith in a mustard seed. I love that one, right? You have this faith, and even then, it's like you have this feeling, give me something to do to prove my faith in you, and we consider doing everything else except for one thing, which is nothing. Doing nothing is the perfect form of faith. Doing nothing about what it is you're dreaming about, and desire to experience wanting what you want, is absolute faith. It's absolute faith. It's saying that this is done. I trust you. It's faith. That is the absolute faith. And then they go into the lake, and again, Simon sees Jesus coming toward them, and everyone's trying to stop this guy from proclaiming his faith. He just wants this moment to experience his faith. And all of us really want that moment to prove our faith, but we don't really want that moment to prove our faith. We want that moment to prove our faith in knowing that I deserve this thing now. I proved my faith. I know I have faith. Just have the faith. The faith that you have in every single moment is the perfect amount of faith that you have to experience in that moment. There's no greater amount of faith. And that's what they all said. It's like Jesus improve our faith. Your faith is perfect. Your faith right now is perfect. However much you're perceiving of your own faith that you have, the fact that you can perceive it means that you have perfect faith. You have faith. You will never not have faith. Even when you say my faith is dwindling, it's still there. You're aware of it. You're just choosing in that moment to see less of it. So no matter how much you're seeing, it's perfect. You're made perfectly. It could not be. And then Simon says, Lord, if you command the water to hold me, I will step toward you. And then he does. And then even in his own faith, he starts to sink a little, and Jesus grabs him anyway. Right? And I know that we want that moment where we're walking on the water to prove our faith. But you don't need it. You don't need that moment. See, Simon wasn't trying to need that moment. Simon was just saying, look at me. And Jesus was saying, I never not looked at you. I never took my eyes off you. I was always there with you. You think I didn't know about you and your wife and this unfolding? I allowed that. You allowed that. Simon allowed it. That's what the point of the show is, to show you that all of you are God. That's what the point of the whole Jesus coming down and talking to his apostles or acolytes, whatever they call it. I can't even remember. It's apostles, I think it is. It's like the point is you are God. You allow everything in your life to exist in the way that it exists to point you back to knowing that you are one with Christ, that you are one with God, that you are one with reality, that you are in fact that same God, that same power. That you are the one that says, in my own faith, if I stand on the water because you have shown me that I can stand on the water, through you I can stand on the water. And even if my faith wavers and I sink, you will grab me. That's your faith. Jesus is your higher self. You are telling your higher self, if you say I can walk on this water, I shall. And if I sink, you will grab me. Because I am a man. Because I am just a man. I am who I am though as well. I am you and I am me. We are one. I walk on the water in faith, and if I sink, I know you will grab me. I know you walk perfectly on this water and I am one with you, but I am also a man. So if I sink, I know you will grab me. But I walk in the knowing that I have faith I can walk on the water. I have faith that you will grab me if I fall. I have absolute faith that I am who I desire to be right now, right here, and right whenever. And that's what's unfolding. I do nothing about it. I can do nothing about it. I choose to do nothing about it but follow your will, because your will is my will. And my will is your will, and we have the same will. That I have and experience everything that I have and experience because I have it all. So when you're saying, I've been manifesting my specific person for 6 months, but I want him to experience horror. That's not love. Stop trying to manifest people into your life. God heard you. God heard you because you heard you knowing what your desire is. Loving someone is a beautiful thing, and even feeling the feeling of I want to kick this person square in the head, that's also a beautiful feeling because it does come from love, right? Even that anger is nothing more than passion meeting frustration. But it is your passion. Like, you are passionate about this person enough that you actually care about them to kick them in the head because you love them. But skip the kicking part. Don't try to do anything. God heard you the first time. It unfolds naturally. It has always unfolded naturally. You're coming to know that you I am is to know that you don't have to do anything. So all of your doings to do previously amounted to nothing. It was going to happen anyway. So let it happen anyway. And I am grateful that you are here. I am absolutely in love, healthy, wealthy, free, fulfilled, whole, complete, as are you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you for the subscribing. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the people who reach out with their issues, whether you watch this or not. I'm grateful that you are playing your role in expressing this so we may all level up from it, including you. I am your host. This is Rewrite Your Reality. I am Reese. And thank you all for being here. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you. And bye. Love and light.